Welcome to another vlog of the latest cutting edge Air Force news since the last dogfight that happened between India and Pakistan. My name is Shazi Jio, and I'm going to discuss and deep dive into the events that led to the clash between the Pakistani Air Force and the Indian Air Force. So we have several aircrafts numbering in over 75 IAF fighter aircrafts coming towards Pakistan border. And the Pakistani Air Force is already alerted with their 4.5 generation J-10Cs aircraft with PL-15 missiles and AWACS on the fly standby. Next thing you know, the Pakistanis fly their J-10Cs below low-level, ground-level attack formation in between the valleys and mountains with their radars already turned off. What that implies is when the enemy aircraft flies, they don't detect the Pakistani aircraft because the J-10C's radar is switched off. In return, when the Indian fighters are close enough to the Pakistani border and all the AWACS have detected all the aircrafts that are incoming, the Pakistani turn on their radars and fire the PL-15s using the AWACS radar technology, not the J-10Cs. Mind you, there's a difference between the J-10C's radar turned off and the AWACS radar is turned on. So what that means, the J-10 computers are flying blind, but they're being navigated by AWACS, the big mothership of the Pakistani Air Force, which is the intelligence aircraft. That's the mother who controls these small fighters, and these fighters are flying with their radars turned off in order for the enemy not to detect them. Because, mind you, if the Pakistani J-10Cs turn on their radars, the enemy can see them. And that is the beauty of this whole dogfight. In the modern history of dogfights, nothing like this has ever happened in the year of 2025, the largest dogfight of 125 aircrafts against each other. And in return, when the IAF fighters, numbering over 75 of them, were coming towards the Pakistani border, the AWACS of the mothership from the Pakistani side detected these aircraft. What happened then? Through artificial intelligence and machine learning, they sent those coordinates of those enemy aircrafts back to the J-10Cs Pakistani aircraft, which were flying secret low down between the mountains with their radars switched off. But backup computers are running, and that means they can transmit data secretly to these high-tech 4.5th generation fighters. In that action, single action, soon as 75 of these aircraft came within 50 miles of Pakistani border, all of the aeroplane's coordinates were detected by the mothership AWACS. What happened? The Pakistani pilots just had to press the button, and they fired the missiles numbering in 15 PL-15s. When they fired those missiles, mind you, the PL-15 has a speed of Mach 4 to Mach 3, which goes from 0 to 300 kilometers in less than 45 seconds. What that means, the Indian Air Force pilot has only 7 seconds to react. Now tell me, you're driving a car and you know you're going to hit a brick wall. You got 7 seconds. What can you do? Are you going to take a right or a left, or are you going to hit head on? And this is what happened. 6 Indian aircrafts were destroyed. And this is how the Pakistani Air Force shot down 6 incoming high-tech aircraft, of which 3 of them were France's top-notch Rafale aircraft fighters, and 1 Russian Su-30 and 1 MiG-29, and 1 Israeli drone, Heron. Therefore, the bottom line, this is how these pilot skills and technology intelligence defeated a bigger incoming threat with the Pakistani Air Force using minimum fighters. Because as we know, the Indian Air Force has 4 times more capacity and capability and quantity of weapons than Pakistan does. Because India is a bigger country and Pakistan is a small country. And India has a bigger economy and Pakistan has no economy. And India has many Western friends and Pakistan does not have any friends, or few friends, I would say.